Hello, my dear students. This is your Baskaran, and we are now meeting at English in its element. In the previous episodes, we were going through the grammar section of different units in our textbook, and now we are going to see the grammar section in unit number 5 of our textbook. It is at page number 154 of the first edition 2019 textbook and at the page number 155 of the new revised edition of 2020. The topic here is non-finite verbs. Come on, let's go into it and see what there is. Non-finite verbs. Non-finite verb, also known as a verbal, is the term to describe a verb that does not show tense. This is important here. A non-finite does not show tense. So, in other words, it is a verb form which does not function as a verb. It is a verb form, but it does not function as a verb. There are three types of non-finites, or otherwise called verbals. They are gerunds, infinitives, and participles. All these are formed from verbs but are never used alone as action words in sentences. Instead, verbals function as nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. The gerund ends in ing and is actually a verb form, but it functions as a noun too. Here are some sentences to give you examples of gerunds. The first one is jumping is fun. Here, jumping is the subject. Second one is my son enjoys skiing. Here, skiing is the object. Third one is Mrs. Kala has a unique way of teaching. Here, teaching is the object of a preposition. And the fourth one is, it is no use crying. Here, crying is in apposition to a pronoun. Now, we are moving on to the infinitive. The infinitive is the base form of a verb with to. Within the brackets, it is given as to plus verb. Usually, it functions as a noun, although it can also function as an adjective or an adverb. We have some examples here. The first one is to jump is fun. In this sentence, the infinitive to jump is functioning as a noun and it is functioning as the subject of the sentence. Coming to the next sentence, my son likes to ski. In this sentence, to ski, the infinitive, is functioning as a noun, that is, as the object of the sentence. Coming to the third one, I have a suggestion to offer. Here, the infinitive to offer is functioning as an adjective modifying the noun suggestion that is before it. Coming to the fourth example, the manager called her to give a last warning. In this sentence, the infinitive to give is functioning as an adverb modifying the verb call. Here we see about participle. A participle is a verb that ends in ing, which is called present participle. It is not particle, it is wrongly given. It is present participle. Or a participle ends in ed, d, t, en, or n. These are called past participles, not past participle as given here, which is wrong. Participles may function as adjectives describing or modifying nouns. We have some examples here. The dancing parrots entertained the crowd. Here the word dancing is an adjective qualifying the noun parrots. And in the second case, the wrecked sailboat washed up on shore. In this sentence, the past participle wrecked functions as an adjective qualifying the noun sailboat. Now, we are at task 1. Here the task is to underline the gerunds in the following sentences. See, the first sentence is boys love playing cricket. Here you know the word playing is the gerund. Number 2, I love eating ice creams. In this, eating is the gerund. Number 3, Jesse enjoys bothering others. Here, bothering is the gerund. Coming to number 4, painting is an interesting hobby. Here, the word painting is a gerund, not the word interesting, because painting is the subject of the sentence which is functioning as a noun, which is an equivalent to a noun, so it is a gerund. Whereas the word interesting is an adjective qualifying the noun hobby, so it is just a present participle, not a gerund. Coming to number 5, dancing gives me joy. Here, the word dancing is a gerund. A gerund functions as the subject or the object of a sentence instead of a noun. We are moving on to task 2. Here, use the gerundial form of the verb given in the brackets and fill in the blanks. It is nothing but we should convert the words within brackets into gerunds and fill in the blanks. So number 1 is exercising is good for health. Number 2, flying a kite is fun. Number 3, shopping is my favorite hobby. Number 4, my friend waited for the meeting. Number 5, Huckleberry Finn was responsible for signaling. Moving on to task 3. We have to fill in the blanks with the correct infinitives. Number 1, Deva forgot to post the letter. Number 2, the doctor advised the patient to take his medicines without fail. Number 3, Rajesh went to the airport to receive his friend. Number 4, the bear climbed up the tree to eat the honey. Number 5, the boys went to the forest to see or to hunt birds, probably to hunt. Number 6, I tried hard to make both ends meet. It's an idiom. Number 7, the archaeologists are trying to restore the ruins of Kennedy. Number 8, solar energy is used to generate electricity. Solar energy is used to generate electricity or to produce electricity. Number 9, to avail concession or to get concession, you have to apply well in advance. Number 10, we have plans to go to London during summer vacation. Task 4. Combine each of the following pairs of sentences using participles. The first one is done for you. The example is, I didn't know what to do. I phoned the police. So the answer here, that is how we should write is, using the participle, we should combine both the sentences into a single sentence. So, see how the answer is given here. Not knowing what to do. The verb know in the first sentence is changed into knowing. Since it is did not know, not is brought before that, so not knowing what to do, I phoned the police. So the answer here is not knowing what to do, I phoned the police. So similarly we have to combine the sentences given here. Number 1 is the baby cried, she was feeling sleepy. So we can combine it as feeling sleepy, the baby cried. Feeling sleepy, the baby cried. Number 2. He lived alone, he had forgotten everybody. Living alone, he had forgotten everybody. Or you can also write, having forgotten everybody, he lived alone. Number 3. She walked out, she was smiling. The answer is, she walked out smiling. I repeat it, she walked out smiling. Number 4. The child says he needs attention, he shouts loudly. Shouting loudly, the child says he needs attention. I repeat, shouting loudly, the child says he needs attention. Number 5. I threw the pen, it was broken. So the answer is, I threw the broken pen. I threw the broken pen. Number 6. His coat is tattered, it needs mending. So when we combine it, his tattered coat needs mending. His tattered coat needs mending. Number 7. I heard the noise, I turned around. Hearing the noise, I turned around. Hearing the noise, I turned around. Or you can also write, on hearing the noise, I turned around. Number 8. He was dissatisfied, he quit his job. So when we combine it, being dissatisfied, here the word was is changed into ing form, so it becomes being. So the answer is, being dissatisfied, he quit his job. I repeat the answer, being dissatisfied, he quit his job. Number 9. The politician entered the campus. He was accompanied by many comrades. The answer is, accompanied by many comrades, or being accompanied by many comrades, the politician entered the campus. Being accompanied by many comrades, the politician entered the campus. Number 10. The girl entered the room, she was singing a song. Here the answer is, singing a song, the girl entered the room. Singing a song, the girl entered the room. My dear students, I think this session was useful. Let's meet again in the next episode. Till then, thank you and goodbye.